everyone. I feel like it's been a moment since I showed my face here, especially in a journal video, so I just kind of felt like I wanted to pop in and say hi, but this is my February journal recap, and I'm here with my little books, and it's going to be wonderful. This is a lie. I am filming this after I filmed the whole thing because I figured I wanted to have my face in it. So anyways, hope you enjoy, but just wanted to say hello. This is me. Enjoy the video.
I'm learning to like myself for the first time.
I just am meant to be here, I think.
Hello everyone. We are here, or so back. Happy February. I feel like this camera angle is rather precarious, so it's definitely not gonna fall. It's just not quite right. Hold on. Okay, we're back to something that is slightly taller. For some reason it's tilted. I was having this problem because I think, and I'm assuming it's because I haven't moved my tripod in a couple days and it got pretty stiff. It's just from Amazon and all that. So anyways, I hope you guys are having a wonderful month. Happy March. I hope you had a wonderful February, and I hope if it was a little tough for you, as I think it was for me, I don't know, we'll have to see and reflect, that you are kind of able to find peace with it and find peace with your journals. So anyways, I will stop yapping about all my wonderful hopes for you and start talking about my journal. I have actually journals is what I should say, but I will say, just kind of as a precursor, that the system has been working really well for me. So I really have peace with that, and I'm feeling really good about it, and I'm excited to share with you. I think I'll put this off to the side just for a moment so I can talk about the books kind of largely, and then hopefully maybe I can go more in depth. So this is my A6 techo. I love her dearly, and this is kind of where I do most of, or the bulk of, my daily journaling. And then this book I have been using for commonplacing, to keep quotes and words and stuff along those lines. So this is kind of what the system is looking like right now. I have found myself, and I can't remember if I did this in February at all, but I don't think I talked about it in my January recap. I actually have this little throwaway journal that my grandma got for me, I think in Ireland. It's kind of fitting because it's March. I don't know if that's a problematic thing to say. I'm really sorry if it's not, but I've been I did journal a few times. I accidentally skipped a page, so this is an appropriate thing to show you, but I definitely journaled some kind of intense thoughts in there one day because I didn't want to put something in here. So that's how that's kind of been going. But I also, and I'll talk about it a little later, have been kind of putting excess thoughts in this book as well, which is kind of nice. So let's put this to the side and talk about, oh, that made a concerning noise. I went to go close the drawer and my water bottle made an absolutely terrifying noise. I don't know if you heard that. It was kind of a bit of a sickening. Anyways, here she is. It is getting a little banged up, I would say, and I was really hoping that it wouldn't. So my cousin, and not my cousin the person, my cousin the book size, because I always feel like when I say it, I think about my actual cousin. I used to keep in the little sleeve, kind of for safekeeping, and because I didn't have a cover. I didn't get a cover for the cousin because I wasn't sure how long term it would be, and I feel like accessories for the books are already so expensive, and I feel like accessories are even more expensive, and I'm sure I'm probably not alone in having that thought, but I'm also a university student who didn't have a job and kind of doesn't have a job right now, so the access with which I have funds to fulfill this habit of mine are not great. I didn't need to say it like that, but I did, so here we are. But she is getting a little banged up, but I think it's okay. I realized it would fit in this pencil case, and I've been kind of shoving it into this pencil case, which keeps it from folding or bending in any sense, which is nice. It does make this a little more difficult because it gets pretty banged up just from the corners from me putting in and taking it out. So that's that. This sticker, as I kind of had expected, kind of started peeling up a little bit, and I had to glue it back down, and now it's kind of got all these ugly glue marks, but it's fine. This one is peeling up a little bit, but I'm gonna leave it for now and hope it stays. Here's the sticker update on the back. I think it looked like this last month, but I think it's cute. So now I will stop talking in your ear and open her up. I will say the last thing, she is getting kind of chunky, which is so exciting for me. So this book, and I love that it stands up. This is my notebook from last year. And it got like, I would say sizably chunky. There was a bunch of time where I didn't write in the middle, so there's that. But I think maybe I was just putting less stuff in it. I actually love reflecting on how large this is, and maybe one day I'll do like a full flip through if anyone is curious. But putting that aside, this one gets kind of really chunky. I don't think I've been putting that much more stuff in it. I think it's just because it's so small, it has to grow some way. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm not a physicist. I didn't even think that's physics, but here we are. So I'm going to open it up, but I do really enjoy kind of how chunky it's getting. I hope it doesn't get super fat because then it'll be difficult to carry, but you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So, and this is the newest thing I've been doing, is tracking my songs of the day. Now, in the first month of the year, I was tracking this stuff, and hold on, sorry, I'm totally not putting this in the middle. In the first month of the year, I was tracking my songs of the day in this section up here, where I was kind of keeping a daily tracker, but I kind of decided I wanted to track something else, which I'll get to. And so I decided the best thing to do would be to move my songs of the day here, because it's kind of nice to see them in a list. If anyone is curious, I also keep these in a Spotify playlist, and so this is kind of just like a backup in case I forget to update the playlist and I don't remember which songs are for which days. I kind of keep a long extended list here, or at least a list in order. So that's what that's been looking like. If anyone is curious and wants to see the playlist, though, I'll put it in the description because I'm a playlist connoisseur and very much enjoy. So this is this. And I think it's cute, and I'm enjoying the concept of looking back at it. I think I'll probably backfill January, but I haven't had time to. And there are a lot of things that I say I'm going to go back and do in this book, and I usually don't. So, yet to see that. But for now, I really like this. I have to remember what the song for yesterday was, but that's that. So hopefully I can keep this up. I definitely really want to keep up the playlist. I actually kept it up for maybe like 3 or 4 months last year, and then I fell off, so we're still going strong. Now we're only 2 months in, but that's that. This is my February calendar, and I think that, and I should probably check this, that there are things in February that I haven't filled out. There are parts of this book that I have not filled out yet, and I'm hoping that maybe we can go through them together. But just generally, I've been enjoying this. These stickers are from some really old Valentines, if anyone is curious. And I'm pretty sure these are from like a kid's magazine. I kind of used to be a sticker hoarder in my past life. Not my past life, into this life. But I'm working on not hoarding them as much and using them. I'm trying to see if there's anything. There's definitely things on this last week that I probably should fill in. But for now, I'm pretty happy with this. I've still been doing this monthly favorites thing on the side, where I kind of keep track of the things that I was obsessed with. If anyone's curious, it says Google Calendar again. Yes. Stickers. Yes. Pretty self-explanatory. Listening to the NPR podcast in the morning. That's been fun. Hot matcha. Because I'm very much a matcha girl, but used to always get it iced. And I was depriving myself of the cold matcha experience. AMS, which is the Ash source account that I run with one of my friends. Glitter, nail polish, yes, agreed. There's like barely any left on my nails now, but there was glitter on my nails at some point. Conclave the movie, that was a really good movie. I also rewatched I Saw the TV Glow this month, which I journaled about a bit. If anyone is the kind of person who stops and likes to see what I'm thinking, which is kind of a scary concept to me, but I don't mind it too much. And then also Waking Up at 5 in the morning. And I will get to that, I think probably not in this video, but hopefully in another video. I want to, if anyone is curious and like actually watches all the videos on my channel, I think I'm going to do a video kind of in lieu of a reading recap and also a destimulation diaries, but just kind of chat about my life and also what I read, just because I think my like book numbers are not substantial enough for a full video. Anyways, putting that aside, I think I'll talk about that in that video. This is the calendar though, and I think it's really cute. I'm really enjoying this. I think it's not too sparse and pleasant, and I just kind of like to look back at this because I do most of my planning on Google Calendar and Notion and stuff like that. Which, by the way, if anyone is curious, I want to do a rundown. I think someone asked for it once and I totally forgot about it, so maybe I should do that kind of thing, but eventually I will get to it. Because I think that the system that I have set up now, finally, after many years of trying, works. So that's that. And then we'll get to the daily pages. I keep saying I'm going to do the turning the page to a new year, and every week I, without fail, will schedule it into my to-dos and never do it. And I don't really know how I feel about that. I think I would really like to at some point get to this. I have a vision board, so I could always like print that and put that here, or just put some of my goals, because I definitely did set goals for this year, and I could just kind of do a revised situation there, or like a little update, but I'm not sure yet. I think, so originally after the first month, I said maybe I'll do it as like a little month-in kind of situation. And then I thought maybe I'd do like a Lunar New Year situation, and then I just never did. But what's so bad if I get excited or plan for the year 2 months in? Like, what's stopping me? So that's that. Let's flip to February. So here we are. If anyone is curious, I did in fact find a matching mildliner for this month. It is, I'm pretty sure it's just called Brown. Yes, it is just brown. I thought maybe I would have an exciting thing to share with you, but I think everyone knows that the brown matches. Unfortunately, I'm no one special there. But I am gonna do what I did last month. I printed a little, and I know I'm late to this because it's March 1st as I'm filming this. Hopefully this video goes up today. We're fingers crossed. But I need to cut this out and put it in here. So for January, I did a similar thing, and I took notes on it a little bit. And I really enjoyed this as kind of a lover of music and someone who wants to and likes to archive this kind of thing. I was hoping I could do it again. So you can see wonderfully that our printer toner got replaced. So thank you to whoever in my family did that. But you can see it looks less dirty here now and looks a little bit more like crumpled paper. So if anyone is curious, the website that I do this with is called Receiptify. I will put it in the description, I think, and if I forget, I replied to someone's comment on my January my January journal recap, and put the website. So I do that, and then I crop the top and the bottom, and I just cut it to size. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, we're back. Ignore the shadiness and pretend you didn't see me have to use the glue stick of shame, which is what happens when you don't put enough tape on the other side and you have to like stick the glue stick in, because it was coming up and I didn't like that. But here we are. Here's my February Receiptify. I put a title here because there was this big space. In January, I think I wrote some stuff up here, and so I didn't have a space. I was just kind of testing pens. So here I had a space, so I just put a title. And I don't know if I love it that much, but I don't think it's too bad. So that's that. Here are songs that I liked, if anyone is curious, in the month of February. These are normal. This was a new one, Love Florence and the Machine. These were kind of expected. I did listen to the Call Me By Your Name soundtrack quite a bit this month. I don't know, I was just feeling the vibes. So this is on here. I'm not really sad, I promise. Or not like any sadder than normal. This is just that. Although, you're gonna see my journal and then you're gonna say, girl, you are more sad. Which is okay. I'm doing really fine now, so don't worry. Here is my little journal flip through. So, oh, I can actually go through and cross off some of these things. I don't know how many of these things, actually. I don't know. Anyways, so I did make a little list of things that I wanted to do this month. And I didn't achieve all of them, but that's okay. I'm not super bothered by that. So let's do a little flip. I did start using stickers a lot more this month. This I did not enjoy at all. I thought the washi tape was going to be cute, and it's just, this is too thick for this book. But I have been using stickers this month. Primarily this sheet from, it's a Sumiko Gurashi sheet, I believe from Daiso. It was many years ago, and when I say many years, I mean enough years that they don't really stick down anymore. So I don't know if they're still there. But anyways, if that helps anyone. Little cookie jar. So my family got a new car. Don't know what I was exposure therapying myself for, but proud of myself. Benefit. Oh, there was an LA benefit because of the fires in LA. There was a benefit show and a lot of my favorite artists were there, which is cool. See, there's a lot of things in here that I've already forgotten. Somehow this got wet or something. This is when Ash, it was announced that Ash is going on tour with Gracie Abrams, which if you know me is a big deal because I am like a really like original Ash fan from many, many years ago. This is Allie's birthday. Oh, so I did in fact put this sticker on here in the month of February, so this is new. I had my friends, my oomphs, pick this out, and I think it's so fun. This is, again, like a Sumiko Gurashi guy. This is the blue dinosaur, and I'm pretty sure he pretends to not be a dinosaur. No, the green, I don't know, one of them pretends to be the other one, because he doesn't want to get caught. It's like an alien that pretends to be a dinosaur, and I think that's just so funny. So, this page, I think these 2 pages, I actually journaled on camera in my very first journal with me, so if you want to see in depth, kind of, not in depth really, but how I did this over time, you can go and watch. Ash and Arenas, again, so exciting. This is, I think, when Ash Kelsey tour started, which is exciting. That's that. This was so yummy. I hate the way that I glued this down because it was going over the edge and it was making my book really chunky in the middle. So that was unpleasant, but I can handle it for now. Here is Valentine's Day. I thought this page was really cute. I stepped out of my comfort zone and used a pink pen. This was when I watched Conclave just in the middle of the day. I wasn't having the greatest day, and I had been wanting to watch this movie, and so I watched it. It was fantastic. I am not really a film connoisseur. I'm not a film critic, but I feel like over the past few years, I've watched a lot of good movies that are just so well shot. And as kind of more of a, I guess, like liberal arts thinker, I appreciate them a lot, and I think it's so cool. Oh, this is so cute. So I think I backfilled this page as well. I did a little bit of backfilling in this month, and I'll talk about that in a second, but this was a day that I was talking to my mom, and I was telling her that I needed to I don't think she like knows the backfilling as a concept as a word, but I was telling her that I needed to fill out 2 pages, and I said the only thing that I remember from yesterday was that we had banana bread, and by the way, it was so good. And I said, but I don't have a banana bread sticker, kind of as a joke, because I don't need a banana bread sticker, like I'll be okay without it. But she said, oh, don't even worry, I'll make you a banana bread sticker. And somehow she made me a banana bread sticker. Like, this is not a piece of paper glued, it's a real sticker, and I still don't know how she did it. This is a picture of the actual banana bread. It's got lines on it because she probably used the color printer downstairs, and it is not very good. But she did this, and I think it's so cool. And very kind of her, very thoughtful. So there's that. Here are these guys in a jar. Tonkatsu in a jar. I really appreciate that. Here's me talking about... Oh, this is one I finished. That is definitely not what the title is. It's Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it, and so I wrote about it a bit here. This is when I got into my hot matcha craze. This is the best matcha of my entire life. Again, I don't have the funds to be getting matcha all the time, but if I did, this is what I would get. It was fantastic. It was so yummy. Here we are. I hate this page. This is when I replaced my screen protector just because it had been cracked for a while, and I stuck these down and then immediately hated it, and my pen was skipping and just all these things were happening, but it's fine. I moved on, and I love this page. I think I mostly love this page because of the stickers, but I think it's so fun. Like, this is so cute. Like, the little bottles. Are you kidding? This is also a day we went to Korean barbecue, and it was really good. So, this was the day that I organized my sticker box, which I can show a little bit. I know I've definitely not shared, but had it in frame, but I kind of organized my sticker box a little more. It doesn't really necessarily look that much more organized, but in terms of seasons, it's like everything is together. Oh, I'm so sorry for hitting you like that. So that's kind of exciting. And then I have this whole thing with stickers that like don't really belong like that. So anyways, that was nice. Here's a day where I scheduled my day, which was nice. This is also one of my favorite stickers I used this month. I think it's so cute, and I had been saving it. It was finally getting warm, so that was nice. This Enjoying Sunny Days sticker I've also been saving for a while, so I love these pages. This is when I saw the TV Glow. If anyone is curious what my thoughts were, you can pause and read. And then this was yesterday. Not yesterday, sorry, this was 2 days ago. And I finally got a Costco card, which is very exciting. If you're one of my friends, you probably heard about it. And then this is the last day of the month, which was yesterday, and I did not fill it out. And so I think this is where I wanted to sit for a moment and talk about the fact that my journaling situation, how it goes when I don't want to journal or I'm too busy to journal. So I had a lot of trouble with this last year when I was journaling in a bigger book, and I was nervous about keeping up with all of it, I think. I'm so sorry, I just realized my elbow is in frame, and that's such an unpleasant thing. I'm like so chill and peaceful here. I'm like sitting back, but I had trouble kind of backfilling of several days in such a big book, but I don't really have any trouble here. And so my goal is kind of, if I get a day behind, like I can't get more than 1 day behind. So I'll never be journaling more than 2. I'll never have to journal more than 2 pages in this book, which is like a very comfortable size / speed and / length of time. And so I think it's really nice. It's been working really well for me personally. So this is my 1 day. I was gonna journal last night, and then I spent time with my family. Again, I think this is a really good balance for me personally, because I was kind of having this issue even in January where I would actively not spend time with my family because I wanted to keep up with my journal. And not necessarily in an unpleasant way, like I wasn't ignoring my family, but I then felt like I was in a place where it didn't really serve me as much, or I was putting off or saying no to things just because I felt like I wanted to have this here. And I didn't really like that I was doing that. So I've come here, and my goal is to not, and I haven't, get more than 1 day behind, because then I can always just fill in 2 days, and it's really still no big deal. This is probably 20 minutes of my time, and I write kind of slowly. I write in cursive, as you can see, and I'm kind of generally a neat writer, or at least this is for me. And so it takes me a little longer than it takes probably other people, but I kind of like to fill up the whole page, but it's like 20 minutes, give or take. And this is something that I don't find takes a lot of time out of my schedule, and I feel really comfortable about filling this out every day. So I kind of felt that way in January, but I find as you get further into the year, especially in March really, because January and February you kind of still have that motivation to like, oh, I want to have such a nice book and it'll be so nice. But even in February, you start having those feelings of like, I don't know if I love this system. Like I'm finding it kind of exhausting to keep up with. And I'm not having that experience at all here, which is really nice. And I have also found that in terms of how my journal serves me, besides the general like journaling and thinking through your thoughts, I am really enjoying the archival concept, because I have found my memory to be somewhat faulty recently, and this is kind of a new concept for me because I have like a really good memory for most things kind of like this, but I think it's really nice to see it all in one place. I think for me, when I have tough memories or tough times, that's when I kind of lose all memory of that. And that's okay. And I think it mostly serves me well because I don't really remember bad things very well, but then I also don't remember the little good things that happened in those experiences. And that's something that I want to keep and something that I want to have. And I do have that here. So I will say this month I went through kind of some tough times. Not really depression in any sense, but I think like my body and my hormones were all out of whack too this month. So if you read it at your own discretion. I'm not gonna go back and read it personally, short of like being like, oh, what happened this day? So I probably should have said that before, but this is your warning, I guess, if you usually read these pages. Which, by the way, I don't have a problem with. If I want to journal about something personal, I'll put it in the other book that I showed. But that's that, and that's how that's been going. So I'm definitely going to fill out this page today. I don't know if I'm going to do it on camera, depending on storage and timing wise. Sorry, I was sitting on my hand and now it's all red. But I am not sure what I'm going to do on camera, but definitely know that I'm going to do that today because that's my goal. And then in terms of my other book, this is my commonplace book. I love it very much. I would say the first 2/3 of the month basically did not touch this book, and that's perfectly fine with me. I'm feeling really comfortable with that because the entire point of this commonplace book was to save things when I had things to save. And honestly, in that first period of time, I did have things that I wanted to save. And I do have them in places, and I definitely still want to eventually copy them into here. But this is, to me, kind of a side journal, even though it's like, I guess, bigger and of more substance. So the most important thing to me is chronicling my day every day. And for me, this is so low maintenance and such a pleasant experience that I have no trouble with me not being in here. But I will say, let's go back to, this is still the end of January. See, again, like maybe 2 or 3 pages in here, genuinely. I kind of stopped doing my word of the day, and I'm hoping that eventually I'll be able to come back to it. But here's one word of the day. And then I have some thoughts a little bit. This is kind of a commentary on my own brain and what I'm trying to do to handle some of the ways that my brain works differently. So that's that. So I did kind of some journaling, and I had originally intended for this not to be a brain dump, but I decided I wanted to put that here, and it's going okay. I still need to work on color code / commonplacing. Everyone has those little sticker dots. I use mildliners just as a color thing, but I need to go back and tag some of this, but it's only a few days. So anyways, that's how that's been going. And then I did a bunch of words of the day, just kind of backfilling. So that's been really nice. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get back to this book a little bit more, but I'm really enjoying it so far, and enjoying the fact that if I don't feel like journaling kind of at all, if I'm feeling really down, I can just focus on this and kind of the very small task that filling this out is. So I think that's mostly it, actually. I do still have my reading journal, but I have not really been using. I also haven't really journaled that much this month, so I haven't put anything in it since like the beginning of the year, this December. So I always say I'm gonna be in here, and I still haven't, but I will keep you guys updated on that one if you're curious. For now, sorry, that made a concerning noise again. This is my little system for now. My voice is kind of going, so I'm gonna stop talking now. I hope that I wasn't too down here. I don't know, I feel like I'm like really chill, but not. Maybe I'm just too self-critical. But I'm going to fill out this page. I think I'll probably do just a cute little time lapse on camera and then let you get on with the rest of your day. But please let me know if you want to hear or see anything else from me. I really enjoy, we'll see how this video turns out, but I really enjoy sharing these with you, and I really enjoy this experience. I was really excited about filling out this whole situation, and I'm really excited with how full it's getting. It feels like it's full of memory, and it's full of my own thoughts, and I've really been enjoying that. So thank you for sharing your time with me. Thank you for journaling with me. I hope that if you're kind of not feeling planner peace and struggling to feel like you're in the right place with your books that that piece comes to you soon. And also, my tip to you, I guess, if you're struggling, is to sit down and figure out what you really want and try to journal with just a pen and a paper without any of the kind of ephemera, just for a moment to figure out what you really need. That's my tip. I don't usually give tips, but that's a tip. So, I hope you're all doing great. I hope that you enjoy journaling with me. I hope that you'll comment down below and tell me if you want to see anything else from me, or just comment down below and say hello, because I always love to say hi. But for now, I'm going to leave you and journal this page, and I will see you guys not next month. Next month for my journal recap, and probably in a few days for a recap of another kind. Okay, last thing, I'm popping in because I said I was going to do this last page on camera and then I didn't, because true to me fashion, I got distracted or something. Wow, my hand looks very cold. I was doing something, got distracted, someone was too loud in my house. But this is the last page if anyone wants to see. There's a little tiny chocolate sticker here, and I think that's so cute. It's kind of like the perfect size for this size book, so if anyone ever has a Ferrero Rocher soon, this is a recommendation of mine. I don't know why I'm suddenly giving recommendations. Anyways, I'll see you soon. Bye.